Hi guys, my name is John and Xiaomi flew me and 39 other Philippine media here to Bangkok, Thailand to witness the launch of their new Redmi Note 13 series. Now there's 3 other phones in the series, but we're going to be talking about this one. This is the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. Now, Xiaomi listened to a lot of our complaints of the previous generation of phones, so there's a lot to like about this particular phone, but they stubbornly still refuse to fix a lot of the issues that their previous phones had. So this phone is a little bit of a mixed bag. So we're going to tell you all about the good things about it and all the bad things about it, and if you should buy this phone. So let's start off with the good things about this phone. This is probably the most premium Redmi phone I've tested so far. Now, Xiaomi actually put in symmetrical curves in the back and in the front of the phone. So when you hold it, it's very pleasant to hold. It doesn't cut into your hand as some other phones do. So what's nice about this phone is that Xiaomi actually uses glass on the back of the phone, so it really does feel premium. You can easily tell between a plastic back phone and a glass back phone. One last thing, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus finally gets IP68 protection. That means you can drop this in the pool behind me, no problems. It will survive 1.5 meters of submersion for around 30 minutes before it dies. At least that is the rating of this phone for IP68. So another upgrade that Xiaomi actually did to this phone is the screen. This particular screen is still the same size as last year's iteration at 6.67 inches, but it's a lot brighter. It's 1800 nits at maximum brightness, so you can still see it even under direct sunlight. It's also a lot sharper. It has 446 ppi. It also has Gorilla Glass Victus protection on front. So if you drop the phone, it is less likely to shatter, but it is not really that scratch resistant. We were babying the phone. We removed the screen protector on the phone and we were babying it all weekend, but it still managed to get a bit of scratches on the front. And just like most AMOLED phones nowadays, it has a fingerprint scanner on the front, although it does sit a little bit low for my taste, but it's still very accurate and very easy to use. Also has an adaptive refresh rate. It can go from 60 to 120 hertz. That means the display saves power if you're just reading a website or something that doesn't require a lot of movement on the screen. All right, we're going to be talking about another great thing about this phone. That is the main camera. Now, the camera is a 200 megapixel H3 Samsung ISOCELL sensor. It's been used on a lot of other phones nowadays. For the price, it's really it's a decent camera actually. You get really great dynamic range. You get very good details when the sun is out and about. In bright environs, it manages to take really great photos. It also has OIS, so you can actually there's less frequency of you actually getting a blurry shot because there's mechanical OIS at the back. But unfortunately, it's not all great. One of the things that you really can't count on the main camera doing is decent night shots. Now, you can get great night shots using night mode. The problem here is that you really do have to work for it to get a great shot. Unlike other phones that have better night mode but a software compensation for low light, this phone, it's a little hit and miss, as you can see in the photos that we are showing now. The worst thing about the whole camera module is this thing. This is a 2 megapixel camera. I do not understand why this thing still exists. Why cameras like these is still in phones nowadays. Come on, Xiaomi, it's 2024. Like, get rid of this thing. We don't need it. Nobody uses it. You're just padding out the back of the phone will look cleaner without this. So please, for the love of God, Xiaomi, remove this. Performance-wise, the Xiaomi Note 13 Pro Plus gets a Dimensity 7200 Ultra processor. Now, we've been using this phone for quite a bit, and I feel that the 7200 Ultra really does a great job at the price point. Unfortunately, because of software restrictions in the phone, we're not able to run benchmarks but from what we feel while we're using the phone, how fluid it is, there really is no problem running apps, like running your everyday apps, like Slack, for example, for work, Google Chrome, YouTube. It all runs fine. It all runs really quickly. Now, when you're gaming, there's really no slowdowns that we can feel while we're playing Genshin Impact. Even in extended periods of time, the phone gets a little warm, but not uncomfortably so. But definitely, there's some thermal throttling going on, but not enough to really affect gameplay. Now, our particular phone came with 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. That's a lot of storage. That's a lot of RAM. That's really more storage than you can that you know what to do with. And really, I think that's a great move from Xiaomi. And I really hope that other mid-range phones in the same price range as the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus actually ships with that much storage out of the box. Unfortunately, not everything is great with the Xiaomi 13 Note Pro Plus when it comes to software. Now, if you were banking on buying this and being able to enjoy the new Hyper OS from Xiaomi, you're gonna be disappointed because this thing ships with MIUI 14 still and Android 13. Now, I do not understand why you're still getting an outdated version of Android, especially when you consider that Xiaomi doesn't really have a great track record when it comes to updating their phones. MIUI, again, is a whole nother ballgame, or it's a whole nother subject. And again, Xiaomi still insists on stuffing the phone with so much bloatware out of the box. That thing should not happen. That particular practice should stop. They should stop stuffing this thing with all of the apps that you do not need or want. Xiaomi should just let users actually pick what apps they want to start with. And come on, stop asking us to install stuff when we're already using your phone. It's just very annoying. It just sours the experience of using this otherwise good phone. As far as battery goes, you're getting a 5000 mAh battery. That's pretty standard for what you're getting. You're also getting 120 watt fast charging using the included fast charger and the cable. Good news is that the Dimensity 7200 Ultra is really good when it comes to power efficiency. We were getting, again, around a day and a half of full charge using the phone. And because of the really fast charging, the phone can get filled up in less than an hour. I think it was around 45 minutes for a 0 to 100. That's actually pretty good for this particular phone. Surely that's more than enough for enough of you. Even if you forget to charge your phone in the morning, once you get ready, it's fully charged up and ready to go once you hit the door. All right, so let's recap. Really good design, IP68 water resistance, a tougher exterior frame, glass back, asymmetrical curves on the front and back. Really good display, good, decent camera, great 7200, Dimensity 7200 Ultra processor, really good performer. You're also getting 12 gig of RAM and 512 gig of storage for the highest version of this particular phone in the Philippines when it drops. But the bad things, the camera is not really great when it comes to low light. So low light is gonna struggle. You're gonna have to get in some work if you really like low light shots. Another thing is that I don't understand why there's still a 2 megapixel filler camera. In the year of our Lord, 2024, this needs to go. Another one is software. That's the most important part. Xiaomi this does not come with Hyper OS out of the box. That is a problem. So you're also getting Android 13, MIUI 14. Now, MIUI 14, there's still a lot of annoying bloatware when you first get the phone. You install apps on it. It suggests apps that you do not want or need. So there is that. Final price of this phone when it launches in the Philippines is $23,999. Now, Xiaomi might include other freebies and other first day price decreases when it launches. I don't know the specifics of it right now as I'm filming this, So I'm basing my recommendation at its current price. Now, at its current price, there's a lot of trade-offs, right? So the software is number one. If you're somebody who doesn't like bloatware, this is not the phone for you. If you're somebody who values values photography both in daylight and in low light, this isn't the phone for you. But if you want a mid-range phone that you don't have to worry about getting wet, if you want a mid-range phone that has 512 gigs of storage out of the box, which is this one, if you want a mid-range phone that has a great processor that you won't have to worry about checking your settings or lowering graphic settings on the phone, this is the phone to buy. That's pretty much it. It's me, John Nieves. This has been the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus, and I'm saying goodbye from Thailand.